creature big.
I know
Perhaps
exactly
we'll
what that
know.
is. Hello everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel, or welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Shadow, and today we are reacting to the most disturbing creatures ever caught on trail cams. And we're going to be seeing if we can debunk any of them, or identify them if we can't debunk them. That said, make sure you hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and let's get on in to the video. I'm actually kind of nervous for this. So, first up, we have an Appalachian creature. I don't like the Appalachia.
The footage I'm about to show you was captured by a nature lover as they enjoyed a hike through the Appalachian Mountains. However, after what they saw during that hike, I'm not sure they'll be coming back anytime soon. This unsettling video shows an unidentified creature watching the hiker from behind a log. It's very obvious that whatever this is, it doesn't want to be seen. It observes the hiker while keeping the rest of its face hidden behind the log. The animal's eyes appear to be completely black, a characteristic that is frequently linked to cryptids and other beings.
Okay, so I don't know that I can really debunk that. Its movements are very interesting. I mean, it could very easily be a person in a mask at that distance. To me, my first instinct is one of these. I'm going to put it I'm going to put it somewhere on the screen, because if you haven't learned anything from my channel yet, names have powers. You don't, it calls to them, so you don't say their names. But one of these things. That's my first thing. It's hard to tell without seeing the rest of it, but that would be my first guess, especially like the description and the behavior and like looking at it, like that would be my first thing. It's hard to debunk it as something else. Like, it's too big to be like a frog or something, obviously. And like the way it's bobbing. Yeah, I'd say I can't debunk that. That's, if it's editing and it's somebody in a mask, it's very well done. But yeah, I'm inclined to think it's one of those things that I just had up on the screen. So it's also very small, whatever it is. It could be a bird. Hang on, that actually, now that I've like looked at that, that could be an owlet. Like a baby owl. It is the right size and shape to be an owlet that's fallen out of a tree. And it's just, they do that. They sit and they bob. They do that. I will insert a video. Because they do. It could be an owlet that's fallen out of a tree. The head shape is right. The eyes is right. Like, they have very dark eyes, and from that far away, especially on this grayed out scale video, especially since they're not, why did they grayscale it out? Like, unless it's like a body cam, something that's only in grayscale, but I can see green in the grass, so they've clearly paled it out for a reason. It's gotta be an owlet. Like, even like the face is right. Now that I'm looking at that, debunked. It's a baby owl. Alright, I feel better about my life now. I was like, I too quickly gave up on that, but it looks like a baby owl. Another thing, depending on the climate, obviously in the Appalachians wouldn't be right, is certain lizard species have a similar facial structure to that, and they would also bob their heads. But this is not the right climate for that. So I'm going to stick to my hypothesis here that it is a baby owl. An owlet, or even like it kind of, you know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of Professor Pericles from Scooby-Doo. I'll put a picture up for reference. But like the head shape and the eyes and the beak shape, like it's a bird of some kind. That's my story, and I am sticking to it. It is a bird. So here we go.
A group of friends went exploring in the woods late one night. They brought a camera with them to take some pictures. And as they continued their journey and snapping photos, they captured this one image that none of them could explain. They didn't notice anything out of the ordinary until they examined the photos more closely. One of their photos showed a pale hand wrapped around a tree, as if something was grabbing it. Now, it's frightening enough to be out in the woods in the middle of the night.
Is it really a hand, though?
But capturing a random hand you didn't know was there is terrifying.
Or
if you turned up the brightness and zoomed in on where the hand was, it revealed something far more terrifying.
Oh, there, okay.
As we look closely, you can see a pale and horrifying
The jump
face
scare with the
peering around
kobold.
tree,
Really?
staring right back at the hikers.
You can see that now.
They were being stalked by some strange creature. And as you can see in some of the other photos, people that have seen the pictures and the kids that took the photographs are perplexed. What could this strange creature be?
I know exactly what that is. That, my friends, is the thing that I suspected was in the first video. That is none other than the thing that's on the screen right now. Those things, there's a reason why we say if you hear something, no you didn't. If you see something, no you didn't. Because they will, for the most part, leave you alone if you do not engage with them. You don't look into the trees. If you hear something, no you don't. If you see something, no you don't. You just keep walking. And you get out of the trees. You do not run. You walk. Because then you make it a game. And then you make them aware that you know they're there. You need to play their game. Those are called those for a reason. They like to stalk you. And they will eventually hunt and kill you should they feel the need. But as long as you ignore them, for the most part, you are safe. You are safer if you do not go into the woods in the middle of the night at all. However, generally speaking, if you leave them alone and don't acknowledge their existence and walk and leave as soon as you are aware that there is something there that should not be there, you're usually fairly safe. Usually. Let's see what else we can come up with.
Our next trail camera clip is unexplainable. Uploaded as a 42-minute long video of a compilation of all the wildlife that the owner was catching. This video was not intended to be scary, and the user had no idea that he had caught anything scary on his camera until he began reading the comments on his video. At approximately 16 minutes and 30 seconds, it shows a clip of a lone coyote roving through the night.
I can see
Coyotes
already
are
what
pretty typical
people are.
on this spot, and everything seems normal until a gigantic pair of glowing eyes appear in the background. The only thing you can see is the reflection of the eyes. We're unable to make out what they're attached to. No outline of a body. What grabs my attention is that the coyote notices there's something there too. You can see him looking in its direction soon after the eyes appear. I think we can assume it's a creature. He's massive. So let me know what you guys think. We have a strange creature lurking in the woods. Is it something paranormal? I'm at a loss on this one.
See, it does kind of look like eyes of something. They don't move super in unison. The way that they drop leads me to believe that it's a human and they have night vision goggles and that's reflection. The orbs seem to be about the right size. It's about the right height. And the way that they drop down, to me, is them flipping the goggles on, flipping them back up type thing, to see what the camera is, possibly. The coyote does it, whatever it is, the coyote's not too afraid of it. Like, he doesn't immediately run away. He doesn't spook. He just kind of, oh, hi there, and goes about his business. Like, it's something that belongs there. It could very well be a bear standing on its hind legs. Like, because a coyote isn't prime prey for a bear of any kind unless they're starving or enraged. So, I don't know that I fully believe that this is paranormal in nature. I could be wrong, but to me, this doesn't scream ghost. It doesn't scream paranormal creature. It could just be a wildlife, or again, my first thought is a person with night vision goggles. Just the way they swing up and swing back down, that to me is what it looks like. Gates of Hell.
Filmed on June 28th of 2000, this trail cam footage is both fascinating and terrifying. Even though it was filmed in 2000, not many people have seen this clip. A high-intensity fire rolls through this trail, and the camera records the scene and the temperature as it unfolds in real time. As the massive and deadly forest fire sweeps through Northwest Territory woods, it's not often captured on trail cam footage.
Okay, the smoke. The fire.
Spikes in temperature are easily visible as the camera records them. As the trail cam is first engulfed in flames, the speed and intensity of the fire's growth is truly terrifying. It looks like something from the Gates of Hell.
Curious how the camera, remained unscathed during all of this.
Deer are considered some of the most harmless and lovable. A little-known disease is turning our docile friends into zombies. More and more people are capturing zombie deer on film. An infectious disease known as chronic wasting disease, or CWD, affects deer, elk, reindeer, and moose. It's been discovered in parts of North America, including Canada, the United States, Norway, and even South Korea. Infected deer act in completely irrational and bizarre ways because of the holes that appear in their brains as a result of this highly contagious neurological disease. It's similar to a way an animal acts that has rabies. There's currently no cure for CWD and no way to treat this disease. Luckily, there are no human cases of CWD infection for now. Animal researchers brought in to study the deer have noted that non-human primates like monkeys may be at risk from contracting CWD if they eat meat from infected animals,
yeah,
or come into contact with any
ours.
brain or bodily fluids from infected deer or elk. Check out this video from some campers that captured some footage of zombie deer.
He's very out of it. He's gonna go drown now. That's what they do. They're not... I wouldn't be that close to it because they can attack you for no reason. Like, that's what they do. It's very sad. It's very sad. It's very scary. It does make it very difficult to tell the difference between deer that's sick with chronic wasting and a not deer, which is a creature that looks like a deer, is pretending to be a deer, but is not a deer. And that sucks, but it's heartbreaking to watch these animals. Like, that deer drowned. It died. Unless those men pulled it out, like, it drowned, it died. That's what they do. Unfortunately, the parasites just drive them to kill themselves eventually. It's very sad. And that's why if you are hunting, you should always get your meat tested, just to make sure that it is safe to eat.
This photograph, taken by a trail camera in the middle of the woods, shows an odd eye staring back into the lens. The homeowners had installed a trail cam just to learn more about the forest inhabitants, but they never anticipated capturing such...
Okay, that to me looks like a primate or even like a jaguar cub, like a kitten. Similar facial structure. I know it's a very human-looking eye, but it's a primate or like a cub or something like that. It's not
such an unusual
a
sight.
Weird species.
Everyone has been taken aback and doesn't know what to make of this picture. Okay. Let me know what you guys think about this. I'd love to know.
It's a primate.
After that creepy eye staring into the screen, here's a pleasant video featuring a dog that every single night he will not go to sleep until his entire family is safely in bed. You can see as he checks on each member. If everything is as it should be, he'll head off to sleep by the front door and keep watch.
Wag. Alright, well, that is everything for this video. There were some videos that weren't so paranormal in nature. A few genuine paranormal finds. Some of them were very easily debunked. The first one, I'm really not sure about that one. Whether it's a little Heidi boy or whether it's an outlet. I personally think it's an outlet. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. And while you're down there, make sure you leave this video a big thumbs up if you liked it. And hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye!